What was once thought of as Dallas's little sister has officially exploded and made a name for itself over the last decade. Fort Worth ended 2024 by passing up Austin and becoming the fourth largest city in the state of Texas, with an astounding population of 989,878 residents. The city's incredible growth has likely attracted you to this one small town or sparked more questions about if moving to Fort Worth, Texas is right for you. I'm Mandy Linthicum, a Dallas Fort Worth native and real estate agent powered by Homesmart. If you are considering moving to the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, hit that follow button and reach out to me in the information provided below. I would love to be a trusted resource for you and your move to Dallas Fort Worth. So with the massive growth across Fort Worth, how do you navigate the areas that you're interested in versus the areas that you're not, especially if you're trying to navigate a move from afar? Today, we're going to break it all down. Fort Worth can be broken down into very distinct neighborhoods and regions, each with its own amenities, vibes, and pros and cons. Let's start with Sundance Square, which is the heart of downtown Fort Worth. This area serves as the city's vibrant urban core, where business, culture, and entertainment collide. It's home to a variety of high-rise buildings, historic landmarks, top-rated restaurants, shopping, rooftop bars, breweries, comedy, festivals, and the well-known Fort Worth Water Gardens and the Bass Performance Hall. The main housing options, if you want to be in the center of downtown, are going to be either condos or apartments. You can purchase a small one-bedroom loft-style condo starting in the 200s, or you can get a more luxury-style 3 to 4 bedroom condo starting in the high 300s to low 400s. Just a couple miles southwest of downtown Fort Worth, we come to what is known as Cultural District. This area is a trendy hotspot that runs right along the Trinity River. It hosts 5 world-class museums, the beautiful botanical gardens, Dream Park, Dickies Arena, which hosts multiple large functions like the stock show and rodeo every single year, Casa Manana for the theater lover. West 7th is right down the road and is overflowing with luxury shopping, gourmet dining, tons of nightlife, especially for the college crowd. This entire area is very artsy and trendy. It offers beautiful landscaping, trails, and lots of nature nearby. Like most of Fort Worth, this area has grown immensely as well, but it still has a lot of the original landmarks that I can remember as a kid. If living in the Cultural District seems like a dream, one of the most popular neighborhoods in this area is called Arlington Heights. This is a historic neighborhood with most of the homes being built in the early to mid 1900s. You can find single family homes, condos, or townhomes here. The median home price in this neighborhood is in the mid 400s, but you can find things a little bit less and all the way up into the millions. So you have a very wide variety of price points in this neighborhood. If condo living in the middle of the hustle and bustle is more your style, the luxury Montgomery Plaza may be the right fit for you. This has a mix of retail and dining on the first floor, a nearly 1-acre rooftop pool, and a secure residents-only parking garage. These units range from 1 to 2 bedroom condos to luxury 3-bedroom penthouses. So if luxury living in a walkable downtown environment is what you're looking for, this needs to be on your list. Now, right outside of Cultural District is one of the most unique and high-end, beautiful little hidden gems called Westover Hills. This is an actual town that is nestled right in the center of Fort Worth, and it's made up of 277 homes that were mostly built in the 60s and 70s, with large, spacious, matured landscape yards, and there's only a population of 700 people. Most, if not all, of the homes here are going to be at least $1 million. Just about a mile and a half from Westover Hills and about 5 miles from downtown Fort Worth is another little hidden gem that is tucked right into downtown called Westworth Village. This small town within the big city is only 2 square miles and it's only made up of 3,100 residents, with a large portion of those being in the medical field because of its close proximity to the Fort Worth Hospital District. You can find condos here for in the 200,000s, or you can find single family homes all the way up into the millions. So you really have a nice wide variety in this little section. What I really love about both of these little communities is that they're so inviting. You feel like you're in the suburbs, but you're right in the center of downtown Fort Worth. They have their own city governments, their own amenities. So you really have the best of both worlds. Moving along to one of my favorite areas in all of Fort Worth. It's only 5 miles from downtown. It's a half a mile from the Fort Worth Zoo. This is where purple flags run high and team spirit runs thick. This is the TCU University District. This area, without question, is one of the most vibrant and beautiful areas in the entire Metroplex. With tons of mature trees and green space surrounding some of the most pristine neighborhoods in all of Fort Worth, it is no surprise why this area continues to be a hot spot and highly sought out amongst locals. Many of the homes nearby are in historic communities. To name a few of the neighborhoods, you will find areas like Mistletoe Heights, which is a neighborhood made up of over 500 homes located on 640 acres overlooking the Trinity River. These bungalow-style homes make up part of the historical district designated by the city of Fort Worth to preserve their historic and cultural character. Other neighborhoods like Berkeley Place are so unique and so inviting. You'll find styles from bungalow to modern to French to craftsman style here. Most of the homes are made out of brick or stucco and have pointed arches and multiple roof lines. One thing that makes this neighborhood even more unique is that most of these homes have basements, which is almost unheard of in North Texas. Homes here start in the 400s and go well into the millions. There really is not another neighborhood that I can think of quite like this one. Another popular neighborhood in the University District is Bluebonnet Hills. It's just a short walk to Bluebonnet Circle. It's a couple blocks down from TCU and a hop, skip, and a jump from West Cliff Shopping Center. Most homes here start in the 700s and go up from there. The next neighborhood is Colonial Hills, and this neighborhood really screams luxury meets sophistication, and it is perfect for the golf lover as the Colonial Country Club is built within the neighborhood and a favorite amongst residents. Most homes here start in the 900s and go up. Park Hill is also a neighborhood nearby that was once home to the Fort Worth Children's Hospital. The first home broke ground in 1926. Since then, over 140 homes have been built here, sitting on a hill that overlooks the Fort Worth Zoo. The last neighborhood I want to mention in this district is Tanglewood. This is one of the most highly sought after communities in this area, as it is known for its beautiful ranch-style homes, nestled on large lots, surrounded by bike paths, many parks, and tons of beautiful shade trees. Okay, let's move right on along into South Fort Worth. Now, the Chisholm Trail Parkway has really put itself on the map in recent years. This scenic route cuts through the south part of Fort Worth and on into neighboring suburbs such as Crowley and then on into Cleburne. And they are building new communities right and left out here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Tons of farmlands and open green areas just everywhere you look. You also have great access to shopping and dining. There's many wonderful amenities nearby, such as the Shops at Clear Fork, which is a luxurious shopping center with tons of high-end shopping and dining. Like I mentioned, there are many different types of housing options here, from new construction to pre-existing communities, and the price points here are going to be much more diverse, allowing it to be more affordable to more people. This area is also further out than any of the other communities that we've talked about so far, giving it a more suburban feel. Although we are not far from downtown here, we are about a 10 to 20 minute drive depending on the neighborhood and the traffic. So we're not as close to the downtown culture scene, not as close to entertainment options or the nightlife scene if that is important to you. Last but certainly not least, we are going to dive into North Fort Worth. Now this one is big enough that we're actually going to separate it between North Side and Far North Fort Worth. So first we're going to talk about North Side, which refers to the historic Fort Worth Stockyards. Likely, if you have heard of Fort Worth, you have heard of the Stockyards. This area is not only a Fort Worth staple, but it is also a flash into the wild, wild west, and a big reason why Fort Worth is known as Cowtown. This once small, one-way, brick-paved street known for its cattle drives and its indoor rodeos, has now transformed into a huge tourist destination far beyond what any of us locals could have imagined just a decade ago. The Fort Worth Stockyards might just be the most Instagrammable area of Fort Worth. It offers 2 herd cattle drives a day, 7 days a week, an indoor rodeo every weekend, tons of shopping, dining, and nightlife, and encourages all things cowboy. The biggest negative to this area is lack of parking, and there's rarely a time that it's not busy. Now, if we head on into the far north part of Fort Worth, this section is more or less known as the Alliance area. This area has absolutely exploded and may be arguably the fastest growing portion of Fort Worth. It's ideal for people that want to live away from the hustle and bustle of Fort Worth, still live within city limits, and still have access to a lot of the amenities nearby. Here we are surrounded by many other small suburban towns like Haslett, Roanoke, Keller, and many more. They're all towns that have their own sets of amenities and attractions that people love to go to. Residents here are drawn to many of the attractions offered nearby, such as the Texas Motor Speedway, which is a NASCAR enthusiast's dream, along with the Alliance Town Center and Tanger outlets, which offer an abundance of dining, shopping, and entertainment options. Like South Fort Worth, this area has a very wide selection of housing options. You have everything from new construction to farm and ranch to condos to established HOA communities. You even have senior living options. You have just about everything you could want in this area. Homes here are going to start in the upper 200,000s, and like all other areas around here, depending on the neighborhood, can go up well into the millions depending on where you want to be. As you can see, Fort Worth is enormous. It looks like a little spot on a map, but it is absolutely gigantic as the 4th largest city in the state of Texas. So if you have any questions about housing, entertainment, traffic, what it's like to live in Fort Worth, Texas, please drop them in the comments, or again, you can contact me at the information below. Don't forget to hit that follow button and follow along for more videos just like this.